Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
At the 41-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
A run for Nick Chubb. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 50 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here I come. Stand. Check 52.
Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 72 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about it.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 53. Hey, watch the slant. Shift. General West, bravo. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. T.J. Carey right there in coverage. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Tannehill towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made.
Ready? 53 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Check, 61. Matchbox lights.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Mike. Hey, here we go.
From the 45 on second down, Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Ready, break.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Here we go, D.
Hey, high 7. Deep trip.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Hey, Haywood.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You're trapped.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Silver. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Go.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They begin with Henry. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't got nothing.
This is Lewis. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Tannehill now to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mayfield looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the carry, it's Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield now looking for... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Trying to get it to Landry there. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Tannehill on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill going deep for Walker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Tannehill, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joe Schobert in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing now, Tannehill. They shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Denzel Ward. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he